You've got the biggest classical musician ever, probably the biggest pop musician ever, I guess.
Yes.
You need something big for the evening.
Maybe some bagpipes. It's just quite nostalgic for me, and also got really good memories with it, so it's a good way to close things up.
Well, now we've got to really think about this, haven't we?
You were thinking about the aesthetic?
I was thinking about there being no people there. I was like, perfect festival, just me and a chair and a stage.
I need to check my Spotify playlist.
Hiya, welcome to Easy English. So this week we thought up an idea to let people curate their own personalised music festival. We wanted to hear 3 acts, alive, dead, together or split up. And at the end, myself and Easy will tell you our own personal Easy English festival choices.
Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, which you can do below if you like what you see, and you can become a member of Easy English here. And with the membership, you will get a lot of perks for our videos, which is worksheets and vocabulary lists and stuff to learn with, but also for our podcast. We now have a podcast membership. You can get an interactive transcript and a lot of bonus content, which basically means a longer episode where we talk more and yeah. So please check out our membership and we would love to welcome you as a member.
And now off to the episode. Here we go.
So 3 bands, morning, afternoon and evening.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And it'd be amazing if they all had like a correlation.
We'll start off with, obviously, morning, coffee music, and then we'll go lunchtime. You put your first beer, and then we'll go with 10 beers
into the evening, yeah.
You were saying about for the morning slot, I think.
I would say, symphony, Beethoven's symphony, the 5th symphony.
The 5th symphony.
Yeah.
Is that one of his longest? Is that a big one?
It's a big one, but it's a nice one. I love it.
And how would you enjoy? Would it be like a sitting down thing? Would you be
sitting down and relax? In the beginning of the morning.
Who is going to be playing at your own personalised music festival?
So first of all, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've actually went to their concert in London in June.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then probably Pink Floyd and Green Day.
Pink Floyd's a good choice for Brighton, I think.
Yeah.
Who would you say your favourite band is of all time?
Of all time, well, The Doors or someone like that.
Oh, really?
But I, they would be a headline, wouldn't they?
What music are you into?
Harry Styles.
You like Harry Styles?
Yeah.
You're going to have to compete for who'd headline, because Harry Styles is a headline act now, I think.
Yeah. So,
The Doors is a good one though, because like in the afternoon at like Glastonbury they have like the legend slot, right? Okay. And they bring back someone who's like, maybe not quite current, right? Like they have like Lionel Richie or Dolly Parton or something like this. And they could bring Jim Morrison back from the dead.
Well, they could, okay, all right. Well, we could do that. So in the morning, it could be Louis. Is he quite chilled? Would he be all right in the morning?
Not really.
Who are you saying, Louis Armstrong?
No, Louis, what's his name?
Tomlinson.
Is this going to be a One Direction festival?
Yeah.
Okay, Louis Tomlinson. But then you can't have Harry Styles, I don't think. I think you can only have one from One Direction.
I think a nice mix of sort of warp jazz, a bit of that sort of pulp, block party, blurry indie.
Something that's like not too intense, but it gives you the intent to crack on with your day.
Yeah. Fun-loving criminals.
Fun-loving criminals.
Playing
oh
the
my
first
god!
album only.
Wow, that's a great record.
It's a great record. The first album
He's
is a great record.
cementing in
Okay, so we're starting with Fun-loving criminals.
Fun-loving criminals.
That's hilarious.
No, they're not allowed to play those obnoxious ones. I'm thinking about like The Grave and the Constant.
That's a great song.
That sort of lo-fi hip-hop.
No, that's good. And that's actually a perfect mix of kind of jazz.
Right?
That's actually good.
So we've nailed it with the fun.
Yeah.
The fun-loving criminals, but they're not allowed to play like Scooby Snacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
None of the obnoxious stuff.
None of the funky stuff. Just the more jazzy,
stuff, just the jazzy,
low-key stuff.
The low-key jazzy stuff.
David Bowie.
Ah, you're
David Bowie.
That's at least like the best.
Okay, as like
that's the best.
in like the legend slot or something.
Legend slot.
Yeah.
Boring.
That's good. And what would he be doing? A specific album, or what would he be doing? Do you know? Do you have an idea?
The rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust.
Okay, that
with all the
era,
costumes and everything.
All right.
Wow, nice.
I like one of their songs.
Of Metallica.
Metallica, but they would be competing for the headline act.
But do you know what Metallica? I'm not sure if you know, but sometimes Metallica do this thing where they get an orchestra to play alongside them, and they play like acoustic. So it's not like a big heavy metal night, but it's like kind of nice, chilled, stringed musicians, cellos.
What, in the morning, for a morning one? Okay,
After the hangover.
Okay, so Metallica with a orchestral theme in the morning.
Sunrise.
Yeah, okay.
The Sunrise Band.
Sunrise Band. Yes. In the afternoon, bringing back from the dead Jim Morrison.
I like it.
With I don't know who else they might have to bring back from the dead in the Doors.
This video is sponsored by italki, the site that allows you to find online language teachers for one-on-one tutoring. As a new user, you'll get $10 in italki credits after your first lesson if you register using the link go.italki.com/easy English. If you don't like reading complicated language books or listening to pre-recorded audio courses, then italki is for you. You'll get to practice your conversational skills under different real-world scenarios, as speaking with humans is the best way to learn a language. You can customize your lessons to cater for your learning needs and interests, and the one-on-one lessons provide you undivided attention with teachers at your preferred time, whether you're at home, at the airport, or at your local park. You have complete access. So head on over to italki with this link, go.italki.com/easy English to start your first lesson and get $10 in lesson credits.
I would personally say something like Nick Cave, but he's more upbeat stuff off of like Dig Lazarus Dig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like a good afternoon one, first couple of beers in.
It's a good shout,
and that's a
that.
legacy guy, you know, he's great.
Yeah, Nick Cave is a good shout.
But it can also be quite intense.
If the band isn't, if the band can, you know, it doesn't have to exist anymore, does it?
No, you could put like Michael Jackson if you like for legend slot.
Well, let's take it easy.
I'm not sure we should have. I'm not sure we should have Michael on the bill. How about some Prince?
Love Prince.
There you go.
Love Prince. That'd be amazing.
How about Prince doing like sort of when it was Prince and the New Power Generation, like that sort of era, like mid-90s Prince.
I liked it
where
when
it's
he
like,
used to
my name
switch.
is Prince.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Diamonds and Pearls, like that sort of era.
And also live when he used to like let the drummer come and sing and he'd go and play the drums for a bit.
Yeah.
That was great.
A kind of a nice, like a quite a long Prince set, I think I would take.
I'd take
of hours.
2 or 3 hours.
A couple of hours of Prince. Like,
I want the extended version of Purple Rain.
Yeah, but that's like leading into evening, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You want to start with like the New Power Generation, the symbol stuff, you know?
Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Prince. Before it starts going into like the more romantic
Diamonds and Pearls.
Diamonds and Pearls, and then Purple Rain, and
then that leads into the headliner, which is...
You've got the biggest classical musician ever, probably the biggest pop like musician ever, I guess.
Yes.
You need something big for the evening.
Maybe some bagpipes.
Yeah, Scottish bagpipes.
There's this band, it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
They make like good covers.
I know it.
Yeah.
I like that. Everyone's expecting a huge artist like the Rolling Stones in the evening, but instead you've got a tribute act.
Yeah, but they can do everything.
What would Harry's piece look like? How would he start?
I don't know.
Harry Styles featuring Louis Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Or One Direction are back. You can bring them back.
Yeah.
Is that ideal? Nice, I like it.
Could he do a combination of his own stuff and One Direction?
Sure.
if I could resurrect any, I would take classic sets. It would have to be them transported from the 90s, but I would love to see like Alice in Chains and Type of Negative and Nirvana.
Yeah.
Nirvana
and
would
Soundgarden and like classic Smashing Pumpkins before Billy kind of turned into sort of Uncle Fester.
Turned into a pumpkin.
Turned into a pumpkin, yeah, literally. But like all that, I would love, because I was a little, I was a little too young getting into those bands. I was like 12, 13 when I was getting into all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I never got to see those bands live in their prime. And a lot of those records, like Nevermind and Utero, 10, Dirt, Super Unknown. Like, I didn't see those versions of the bands play that stuff live, and I would love to be able to. If I had a time machine, I would go back and see those bands in that period.
And then what order would you have them playing?
I'd probably start with Pink Floyd, then Green Day, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers, and end with the song Danny California.
Oh, really? You got a song in mind? Is that why Danny California?
It's just quite nostalgic for me, and also got really good memories with it, so it's a good way to close things up.
I agree. So now it's time for myself and Easy to pick the music festival, the Easy English Music Festival. So I think we should be restricted to only English artists or bands. So wake up in the morning, lying in a field. Who do you want to see to help you get over your hangover? Who's going to help you? I had an idea earlier that we could have early Beatles, just out of Hamburg, coming back to the UK, doing...
For some energy.
Yeah, Hard Day's Night Beatles, before they did the whole India, like, druggy thing. Just all the four of them in suits, high guitars, bowl haircuts. She loves you,
okay. They definitely will be on the list, so let's put them there.
They have to be on the list somewhere, I think, the Beatles. Okay, that's cemented. Okay, lunchtime, you have like a burger in your hand, one beer, you're starting to kick off the day. Who do you want to see on the stage when it's still light? Remember, that's important. It's still light.
So
who's in your head?
I think for the Arctic Monkeys, but they are not under my 3 bands. That's a problem.
They're in nighttime.
All my bands are nighttime bands.
Yeah.
The Beatles will be also in the nighttime.
That's why I said the Hard Day's Night Beatles, because that's sort of daytime.
But Arctic Monkeys are in the afternoon hot summer band.
Like sweaty.
Yeah.
Sweaty summer. Okay.
It could be in the night band too.
Early Arctic Monkeys when they're in Sheffield, not when they're in I think they're in America now, I imagine, in LA. If you want to hear our individual festival choices, then listen to the podcast that follows this episode.
Yeah, we do that. The Cure.
I would also say The Cure for lunchtime.
They could also be evening though.
Yeah, but I can also imagine that they're good. Like I just in my head, I think "Boys Don't Cry" as the sun is setting is like a really nice thing to witness.
Yeah.
Are we still sticking with the Beatles? I think you do, and I think you have like no more of the Hard Day's Night, but you have the best of the Beatles, kind of the anthemic songs. You got "Hey Jude," you've got "Lady Madonna." These songs everyone knows the lyrics.
Okay.
In the afternoon as the sun is setting.
And then?
Radiohead.
No.
Depressing alt rock.
What a downer. I think Bowie would be good.
Here's a curveball. The Prodigy in the evening. No.
Too many good bands to put them there.
That would be great though. The lighting, the smoke, the dancing.
Then let's do
Paul
The
McCartney.
Cure in the morning. God.
The Cure in the morning is good. I like this. This
Beatles
is good.
and Bowie.
David Bowie in the evening. Yeah. That is good. Yeah, he has the energy to take a nighttime slot, and he can top the Beatles. I think that's really good.
Okay, is that it?
That's it. Cure, Beatles, Bowie. Done. Let us know your personal festival in the comments below. It can be British bands or bands from your own respective countries. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see.
Or from any other country.
Or any other country. It's up to you. It's your festival. And a name and where it's what country it will be in, where you want to have it. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Ta!